Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of Recipe for Adventure. I'm your host, Freebie and with me today, as usual, is Sai. Sai, say Merry Christmas.
Merry Twittermas.
Is that actually a thing?
Twittermas? No, but it's usually Merry Christmas or Merry Xmas, and I don't like calling it X.
Good point. Whoever changed it to Xmas paid too much money for it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Elon Musk, you are a silly fudder. Um, So today is a bit different. You'll see that we've got episode 12.5, and I'm pulling back the curtains a bit. We've actually already filmed and recorded episode 13, so if you see anything on screen that wasn't there before, that's why. Next week we'll go back in time, sort of, and actually do episode 13, or more specifically, release it. Today we're going to go with the Christmas theme and make a Christmas side quest that can be unchristmasified. Unchristmasified?
Yes.
That's the verb now. But before we do that, I have a very important question for Sai.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a bit different to what we usually do. My question is, do you have a specific memory of your favorite Christmas present? Or favorite Christmas in general?
Favorite Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know about favorite Christmas, but I can definitely tell you my most memorable one.
Oh, what happened?
So it was way back when.
Way back when? Yep.
Um, yep. A lot of times for Christmas, we'd go and visit like grandparents' house,
Okay, of course,
and
of
we
course.
would stay there a couple of nights and celebrate Christmas over with them.
Mm-hmm.
This was the year that I woke up really early, cracked open the stockings, pulled out a meter-long roll of licorice, and devoured that sucker before anyone else even woke up.
What the hell?
I really like licorice.
How old were
Um,
you when this happened?
well, I'm about to date kind of when this was,
Okay.
because then I went over and was like excited because I knew what one of the presents was going to be this year.
Oh.
And so I opened up my brand new Game Boy Color and Pokemon Silver.
Oh, damn. Pokemon Silver for life. Yes, I went for Silver as well. I remember.
I like Ho is awesome. I just like the design of Lugia, and it makes it even better to know the fact that technically Lugia was like a last minute addition.
Really? I did not know
Yeah,
that.
it was going to be like Ho, and that's it. But when they had two editions and they were kind of doing Ho as the main centerfold, they're like, oh, we should probably have something quickly.
Mm-mm.
And I believe what happened is that the movie 2000
Mm-hmm.
invented Ho,
Ah.
and then Game Freak took not invented Ho, invented Lugia. Sorry.
I was about to say, I thought Ho-Oh was like in episode
Yeah.
1 of Pokemon.
Yeah. No. The movie 2000 invented Lugia, and so they retroactively took Lugia and put it into Silver and Gold.
Gotcha. Okay, that
That's my
makes
general understanding of what happened there. But
that's
anyway, no. So I got Silver, and I got some other Christmas presents. And I started playing Silver for a little bit, and then one of the other presents I got given was a pair of rollerblades.
did you end up using them?
Of course, I used the rollerblades for a bit. It's only fair that I take a little bit of time with each present as I open them and check them out. My dad, however, is a very fun-loving man,
Yeah.
and he said jump and do a 360. So I get rushed to the hospital with a snapped muscle
I was
in my
about to
arm,
say.
and I spent the next couple of days unable to actually play my brand new Game Boy because I could functionally not move one of my arms at all.
I can see why this would be your most memorable Christmas.
God, when I finally get to play some more Silver, though, I loved that game.
I
Like that and the middle long of Licorice. Oh, such a beautiful Christmas that one was.
You're still fond of it even after breaking all your muscles.
It's a meter, man. That's more than a yard for the American people.
Were,
That's more than a yard of goddamn licorice.
were you about that height or shorter back then than the licorice?
Um, I was decently tall for my age at that point, so I might have been slightly taller. But yeah, no, I was still fairly young at the time.
Mm-mm-mm. Um. Okay, yeah, my story's not going to top that, but my I unlike Sai, I don't really celebrate Christmas as much. Like, I'll use it as an excuse to, hang out with family and long lost friends and whatnot. But generally speaking, I don't really put up stockings and whatnot. Um, what I do like doing, however, is occasionally giving gifts to my friends. That's how I just show my appreciation for them sometimes. And oh my goodness, that was loud. Someone's in the distance doing burnouts. But anyways, uh, one of our friends, mutual friends, at the time, didn't really like receiving gifts. But what he was competitive. So I think Sai knows where this is going. Um, I decided to put on a game show, as it were, as an excuse to give gifts, because I knew my competitive friend would get into it and would like winning prizes. Not getting gifts, winning prizes. And essentially, it was I stole the idea from Dropout TV's Secret Santa, I believe it was called, where Sam, the host of the show, would give each contestant a envelope. They would open it, and on the envelope would be a prize or a punishment. And then they'd have to either lie about what's in the envelope or tell the truth. And the other two players had an opportunity to essentially steal the envelope and would thus get either the prize or the punishment. And I pretty much did a online, much lighter, less extravagant version of that. And as far as I'm aware, we've done it twice now. The second time being, well, very recent, like a couple days ago. And I want to make it a yearly Christmas tradition now. So that's my story about my favorite slash memorable Christmas experience. Which is fitting because we are going to do a Christmas side quest.
Yeah.
And I think the
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So it's Christmas side quest, right?
Yes.
We are going to make it in such a way that you can unchristmasify it,
Mm,
easy enough.
mm, mm,
But for
mm.
the time being, we're going full on Christmas cheer. So let's try to work out something that we can do that's Christmas themed, but easy enough to rotate out.
I think we should start at the Smuggler's Church.
Yeah.
Very
So
easily.
I like that. I have two ideas
Hmm.
for something Christmassy that we can easily unchristmasify if need be.
Okay, okay.
So I'm gonna reference two of my favorite Christmas movies:
Oh, okay.
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas and Die Hard.
Okay, I was thinking of the Grinch as well. Oddly enough, I
The
have,
Grinch is a good one because we can literally just do a story of someone stole a bunch of stuff.
and you
We
got
need
to
to
get it
go get
back.
it back.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. My thoughts exactly. Here's the thing.
Hmm.
I've never actually watched Die Hard. I just know of it because so many other pieces of media keep referring back to it. All I know is Bruce Willis is in it. He loses his shoes for some reason, and in a tower shooting like terrorists on Christmas Day.
It's a very, very good movie.
I Apparently it's had like four sequels. It indeed dies hard.
Yeah. No, Die Hard's very, very good. But if you are less familiar with Die Hard than you are with The Grinch, then I'd say we use The Grinch That Stole Christmas as a basis for our little holiday cheer.
Mm, mm, mm.
So, let's quickly, before we start, like, getting quest directions, let's think of a quick little synopsis for the quest. Because I think we suggested one which is very simple. It's like someone, something has stolen a bunch of gifts and or like people's stuff. Basically, someone's broken into homes, stolen stuff. If it's Christmas time, they've stolen all the presents and the like the trees and the decorations.
I mean, I think this is very easy because I feel this once the players are around this level,
Mm-hmm.
they're essentially around the King Tide Festival situation.
Yes.
So,
So for our non-Christmas version, it's quite simple. While the Kingtide Festival is going on and everyone is out celebrating, someone, something has broken into people's houses and stolen their stuff while it's unattended.
mm, mm, mm.
So either way, it's like it's either Christmas time and stealing presents or breaking in during the Kingtide Festival while people are out. Either way, someone's got to get back the stuff that's stolen and deal with this mysterious figure that's stealing everything.
I'm just wondering how simple or like how much of a goose chase do we want this to be? Like,
I like the idea that this is not the first time it's happened.
wait, what?
Yeah. So, like, the Grinch stole Christmas, right? It's the first time the Grinch steals Christmas that this happened in the movie.
Sure.
But for like an adventure to make it
Yeah.
nice and short and simple, I like the idea that this has happened before.
Yeah.
And it's like the Grinch or the Minch or the Rinch or whatever the Trinch. I don't care. We can give him a fun name. Has like done this before. Has stolen a bunch of stuff and like almost ruined the celebration.
Mm, mm, mm. It just,
And so
I feel like it's become part of the festivities at this point. Like everyone expects it to happen.
yeah, but the problem is that they always knew that he did it,
Yeah.
but they could never quite find out where he was.
Oh, and like where they hid all the stuff.
So, but this is the day where they've managed to work out where he's come from and where he's theoretically going.
Mm, mm, mm.
So we can actually intercept him before he escapes. Or like disposes of everything or whatever.
Mm, mm, mm. So I do like the idea of that they're going to try to dispose of everything. So I think we should go to the lighthouse and maybe copy copy the map. Actually, you know what? There should be an option here. Duplicate. Yep.
Yep.
Duplicate, and I will rename it to. How do I rename this thing?
You can just click on the name.
Oh, that's literally how it works. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Xmas Lighthouse. All right. And we can remove all the creatures from it. We'll just say that they moved on and whatnot, or something along those lines. Oh, right. We're on the map layer, so GM layer. Get rid of those guys. Back to token layer. Remove the bandits. Yada yada yada. And with the bandits all cleared out and run off, essentially.
Someone was able to move in temporarily.
Mm-hmm. And they're planning to get rid of, like, dump all the gifts into the water or something like that. So,
And it's like maybe in law, he was one of the few people who would work with Vodos.
yeah, like the one of the original. You know what? I want to give it another area, number 6. So, like,
On the actual beach on the outside, yeah.
yeah. So, like, that can give players a little thing to do over there. So he could have, like, whoever this is. So obviously they're a Grinch, so they've got to be an orc of some sort.
An orc or a bugbear.
Actually, you know what? Let's make this an ogre.
Ooh.
And the reason why I want to make this an ogre, like, I know it's very challenging at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Couple reasons. Number one, I want to do the Grinch path. Oh wait, not even. No, 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 no. Even better idea. Troll.
Troll.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking troll because that's like green, ugly. Um, might be voiced by Jim Carrey.
Might be for. Yep. Are trolls considered large creatures by any chance?
Generally trolls are large. Yes.
Yep. Excellent. All right. And here's the thing. Don't forget, in the Grinch movie, and well, I should say the Grinch stories, the Grinch isn't defeated by whacking him hard. The Grinch is defeated because he learns empathy and the meaning
Hmm.
of Christmas and whatnot. Oh, they both seem very Grinch-like.
Well, I actually like the token you've got there. I just got access to the basically the stuff I have access to.
Hmm. Can you see me
So
spin this troll around when I do this, or is this just going to be for our lovely viewers because I'm rotating them?
you can rotate it, but I don't see it until you've stopped rotating it and let go.
Yeah, yeah. No, I figured that might be the case. So for you, my friend, I will do it this way. Hit, 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 hit. Okay, yeah. This isn't gonna work. All right. So I'm wondering, do we want him to have minions of some sort? Because like the
Um,
Grinch had a dog. Maybe he has a bunch of like dogs,
yeah, a couple of dogs,
or
or I
like
guess wolves.
yeah. All right, let's see what the dogs are first. Maybe he has a just a normal dog with him. Oh no, they're full on wolves. Okay. And if I remember correctly, even though wolves are essentially like what CR.5 or something like that, um, relatively small, they punch above their weight class consistently because they just combo so well with each other.
The wolves like pack tactics is what really allows them to basically do a lot of damage.
Mm mm mm
Of course, there are also some larger wolves too, like the dire wolf, the winter wolf, the werewolf.
mm mm mm.
Can
I'm
never
not.
find him, but he's there somewhere.
I'm not sure if they would count. Um, I think we can also make it so a part of the wall has collapsed since the players since last came through. So maybe like
Well, oh, I was gonna say what I could say is like up here at the actual lighthouse
yeah,
section where like you can actually get out through one of the areas up here,
yeah,
and thus actually get onto the beach.
mm.
And so if he's like over here,
Oh, okay.
that actually makes for a kind of cool like party walks around. It's a small area where there's barely any ground, and it's like a tight area unless you like tread into the slightly off beach, which is slow you down.
Do we even want to make it so that the players even see the troll and the wolf, and they're like digging and trying to like looks like they can see in the distance? Because like, what's the distance from section one to there?
Well, like you'd easily be able to see the troll from where you are.
That's even an arrow shooting distance, really.
Yeah,
So they could start peppering the troll from there if they really wanted. But if they do, like, hmm, I mean, it's one thing to give the players options, I suppose.
yeah.
Um, so I'm gonna make a new document,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna call it Xmas Lighthouse. So we can say like for once, like, oh, they've seen the troll, and for once they know where they are.
Yeah. I
Okay.
finally managed to like track down where he left to after his sessions.
Okay. So I've just copy pasted essentially the Christmas lighthouse. I mean, not the Christmas lighthouse, the flooded lighthouse rules, and
Hmm.
put it into the new document. So there will be a bit
Yep.
of editing here and there, but for the most part, I think like each section will be relatively speaking pretty close to what they were.
Yep.
Okay, so like you said, having a bunch of just wolves is a bit boring. Um, wolf. What's the stats on a dire wolf? I think they're like what, CR1 or something, CR2
I
maybe.
think a direwolf is CR2. Oh no, one.
Okay.
So they are large.
Okay.
But that
So
makes more sense for like a troll to have like a big dog.
I like the idea of him having like a small dog as his best friend, though. Like, I'm wondering how. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be a real jerk face here in terms of like really bad surprises. So I'm thinking what's gonna happen is the troll will be in Area 6, right?
Yep.
But then the wolves in Area 5 are gonna be like try to hide and such. And like one of them might even be in the water or on the side. And they essentially wait for the troll to like pincer the players so that the wolves will come in from like this side,
Yep.
and then obviously the troll and his best friend will come in from the top. Like, but of course, like the players can still talk him down, so they won't immediately attack. Maybe, or
Yeah.
like we could even make the quest to like you said, this is a side quest, and the troll is going to be hard already. So maybe we could even like just take out all the wolves and stuff like that, and just have them in one section. So
Yeah. Yeah.
they
I don't
don't.
think we need to have a bunch of fights. I think like two fights at most.
Yeah. So if the players do this really nice and sneaky,
Hmm.
they only have to fight two fights. But if they aren't sneaky, they have to fight one giant super fight. Um, okay, so in that case, section one's players approach the lighthouse from Slate Town. Uh, so section one, do you have the document open with Xmas Lighthouse?
I do not see Xmas Lighthouse in the list of documents I have access to.
Try refreshing the campaign one recipe for adventure thing.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there we go. From here, they can uh, view section 6, where they see the troll who stole all the gifts, all the treasure.
I love the idea that he is literally like trying to bury them all in a hole.
Yep. Next to him is a smaller wolf helping make a hole to bury said treasure. There we go. This is where the troll is said to have fled to. Alright, so section 2 and 3 and 4 are empty. So, okay.
Well, I would leave like the terrain stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
Just
I
like
see what you mean, yeah.
yeah, just like the crabs and it's like so like lead like the light shade of water as cello, just take out like the crabs and the enemies in section four.
Mm,
That
mm,
stuff.
mm. Mm, mm. I see what you mean, yeah. Oh, what? Oh, I see what's happened. Okay, yada yada. Larger thuggish looking man. No. Okay. And then section 4 is just more flooded area. It's abandoned section, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Octopus, we could get rid of all this. Alright, I'll just quickly describe section 4 as. This is a half flooded room that is connected to section 2, 3, and 5.
Yep, that's easy enough. Cool.
Okay. Section 5. Alright. Okay. So section 5 is where the wolves are. If the players did not attack the troll while they were in section 1 and approached with a, say, DC, what's a wolf's perception?
Well, I can tell you that relatively easy. By bringing up the little stat block in Roll20 itself.
Oh,
They have a passive perception of 13.
DC 13. Stealth check. Okay. Then the wolves will be lounging around lazily. If the players fail this check, the wolves will be hiding. What's their hide check?
Stealth wise, I don't know. Oh, actually, no, they do. They have +4 to stealth, so you would need a DC 14 perception check to notice them.
Perception check to notice them. If the players fail this check, they will emerge behind the crates and attack the players for a surprise. You know what?
We'll
Ambush
ambush.
the players.
Yep.
If the players had attacked the troll or alerted them before entering this room, the wolves will still try to ambush players from the southeast end of the room while the troll emerges from the north. Okay. I will also add an extra thing to section 1. The troll can be attacked here, but if this happens, they will retreat into the safety of the lighthouse. Okay. If the wolf here is killed, then the troll will scream in rage and then dash into the lighthouse. If the players take too long to reach section 5, then they actually, I want the troll to actually attack the players at this point.
Yeah, if they kill the wolf without fighting him, I would expect him to kind of go berserk.
Well, what's the troll's movement speed?
So, a regular troll, our trolly troll, Grinchy troll, has 30 feet of movement.
30 feet. Okay, so each turn. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it takes about 6 rounds. 3 rounds, honestly, because they're dashing.
Mm-hmm.
It will take 3 rounds of the troll. Actually, no, we'll just say the troll will use all its movement speed to rush out to section 1 to fight the players head on, abandoning all attempts at diplomacy or guile. Okay. That said, okay, so in section 5, I want the troll to actually try to converse with the players. So we'll still try to hide from the players from the southeast end of the north. From here, the troll can enter into dialogue with the players. So at this rate, it becomes a social encounter. So troll's up here. He has his best friend with him. And the other wolves are going to stay behind over here while they're talking. That's how I feel that it's going to go.
Yeah.
So the troll will basically... the troll will warn the adventurers off and tell them to leave. Okay, so how do we want this encounter to go? Because we want to make it a social encounter sort of thing, which can alternatively lead into a combat encounter, depending on how things go. And I feel like it might be a bit too much for a level, 2, 3 party at this point?
If they're level 3 and it's just like a wolf and a troll, it is possible for the party to win the fight. It is a dangerous fight, but it is not impossible. The real kicker is the troll's ability to regenerate if it does not take fire or acid.
And the fact that it's not just one wolf, it is up to 4 wolves, and 3 of them are hiding.
Yeah, if it is a full-on wolf ambush plus troll, it will become a very dangerous fight. That's for certain.
I'm not sure many level 2 parties can win that outside of like incredible luck.
They won't be level 2. They'll be level 3.
They'll be level 3? Okay.
At which point everyone should have their subclass by now. And level 3 is generally a bit of a power bump.
Sure.
Because, spellcasters have level 2 spell slots.
That's a good point. And they'll probably have access to what they need to potentially bring the troll down.
Yeah. Like, even just, like, realistically speaking, like, a rogue is going to do 2d6 on their sneak attack.
Right, yeah.
The fighter gets his subclass, which he could be a battle master, he could be a samurai, who knows. Like, getting that, like, having everyone with their subclasses.
It is a bit of a power bump for sure, for most part. Yeah, that's one thing I do like about 5th edition is that the power bump does come with not just power and numbers, but actual like mechanics.
Yeah.
For the most part. Okay.
So, yes, the troll is still going to be a big threat if they fight it. But that is why it is suggested to do it in a more social way. It's like, if they choose the path of violence, let the path of violence test them.
I do want to add in a little character, actually. You know what? I really like these characters. I just want a little stand-in for our adventuring party. So we'll use this little dude. There we go. So my idea is the troll and the wolf are like still in section 6. They come in, presumably fail their perception check, and then suddenly the troll will like jump out with their wolf buddy. And if everything goes south, and like it's from here, they potentially could roll. Let's just do an example roll. They roll a 16 on their perception check. Okay, they notice the wolves growling lowly behind them. Like they know this could go south at any second, sort of thing. So at this point, I, as a DM, would like very strongly recommend the players like maybe you want to talk to the troll at this point. Because the troll looks like he has something to say. So he tries to warn the adventurers off. Um, so what do we want to do?
It could even be a situation where if the wolves start attacking, the troll pops in and will attempt to stop the fight between him and the wolves first.
Oh.
Only like continuing the fight if the party continue to fight. So it's like you come into the room, you fail to notice the wolves try to attack you. Troll hears the sounds of like the wolf bar like snarling and all that. So he makes his way inside and tries to stop the fight.
Okay. After one round of combat, the troll will enter this section and command the wolves to stop attacking. If the players continue to attack, the troll will join combat. Otherwise, they will enter dialogue. And then I will put in brackets, see below. So the troll will warn the players off and tell them to leave. I do like that. The fact that the troll will actually actively stop combat himself.
Yeah, because that in the big way is what shows the fact that the troll can be negotiated.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you know what?
Now, it is possible that the party could technically defeat all the wolves before the troll turns up. At which point, I would think he would probably say something like, "There's enough violence done," or something similar.
If any number of the wolves are dead, the troll will even say there's been enough violence for one day. Okay, shoot, I forgot what else I was gonna add to the, oh, right. So I also want to add like an insight check. Insight check, let's say 12. The troll cares about the wolves. There we go. So it's not that hard, but it's like the troll is very alien into them in terms of facial structure and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be like you instantly know. Okay, so it tells them to leave. The players can convince the troll to hand over the gifts with the following checks and methods. And I say methods because I'm going to have several kinds of persuasion checks.
Yeah.
Okay, so appeal to the troll's good nature. And that would be a persuasion check. And that DC would be pretty high, I would say, 18. Let's see. Bartering with the troll. And offering to... Okay, wait, hang on. I want to give them, like, the, whatchamacallit, the troll's motivation. The troll will explain that they're trying to ruin the King Tide Festival because all the visitors are too loud and bother the wolves,
Yep.
offering.
And then if it's Christmas, it's just during Christmas time. This.
Yeah, pretty much. Borrowing control and offering a way to stop the sound with advantage if the method is possible. Persuasion, DC, let's say 15. So what other persuasion checks can we give to the
Well, I mean, it's a bit more violent, but you could potentially have a really good intimidation check
yeah, so that would
and
be
spook
one
him
check.
off.
Um mm,
I would make it really high because the troll should naturally feel like he'd be pretty hard for them to defeat. But if you try and you succeed, you know, and
what
maybe reduce the DC if the threat includes hurting the wolves.
the wolves. Intimidation DC 20,
It's less,
but not by much.
yeah.
Still very difficult.
But I think that's worse because you can scare him off and don't do this again, or we'll make you regret it.
Okay, so I'll say note failing a persuasion check does not enter the situation into combat and instead increases the DC of all other persuasion checks by 2
Yeah, that's how you do it. It's
every
hard,
time
and it gets harder.
until it just becomes literally impossible. What other persuasion checks can there be?
Well, I mean, so we've got the persuasions, like deception, naturally.
I'll put that as a note. All social checks can be replaced with deception checks with the same DCs if the players have no intention of carrying out said promises and the like. So I would say you can lie and say about the troll's good nature if the player doesn't believe they have a good nature, for example. They can
Yep.
lie about being able to stop the sound and it would still be the same DC.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, what happens afterwards as a result of the lie will not be covered here. And of course, obviously lying about intimidation stuff doesn't matter because how's he gonna find
Yep.
out, right? But the
Mm-hmm.
persuasion things. I do have another one. Offering an alternate location for the trolls for the troll to live
Maybe the jumping tree.
and wolves to live, such as the jumping tree. Persuasion
Because
DC,
that's a nice clearing around a big tree.
yeah. Turn it and quieter location for the troll and the wolves to live, such as the jumping tree. Yeah, exactly. That's
I,
what I
I
was
would
thinking.
I would technically make it better than a 12,
Oh,
more difficult than a 12, because the troll doesn't
14
necessarily
then?
know if you're telling the truth. Yeah.
Okay. Do we want? Okay. So what other locations do we have at the moment?
Like,
Um.
because we still don't have too many locations at the moment because the party is like getting this quest before heading out on their next big adventure.
Mm, 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 mm,
So we should expect that they don't know too many locales at the moment outside of town.
mm, mm,
So I think that might be the only one we can go for on that front,
mm, mm.
unless the party have somehow managed to obtain location on one of the bandit hideouts. But even that's a bit of a risky move.
Okay. Gotta change
Um,
this. Okay. Bribing the troll with money. Persuasion DC. Let's say 20. Reduce DC by 1. Okay, hang on. For every 20 gold, minimum 20 offered. So by that level, they should have like quite a bit of gold, but like 20 still seems like a decent chunk. Um,
yeah.
and 200 gold will bring it down to DC 10. Or value money or valuables. Or valuables. Okay.
Mention that DC 10 is the lowest as well.
Oh, okay. Minimum 20 gold offered. Minimum DC 10. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, it's a bit wordy, but what else do we want to know about this Grinch and stuff like that? So appealing to the
Well,
troll's good nature.
one thing to mention is like the fact that Vodos is not here because he's obviously here trying to do something with Vodos.
Ah.
Bringing up that Vodos won't potentially be returning
Mm, mm,
if
mm,
you've handed him over, or like is unlikely to return because you chased him away.
mm, mm, mm. That case, if the players mention what happened with Vodos, decrease all DCs by 2.
Yeah, make it easier to negotiate. It's like, hey, we chased away your friend. Like he's not going to be here to help.
And that could help with persuasion or intimidation and such like that.
Yep.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, and then after that, after the troll is either defeated, convinced to leave, or at least convinced to return the treasure, the players have the option to either return said treasure or keep it for themselves. Okay, so we'll just make a quick treasure list. Like most of it's just, stuff that would be worthless to them, but in the pile would be like money, I'd say. So how much do we want to give? And I say give in quotation marks here.
Yeah.
Like enough to
I
tempt them, I'd say.
I would probably say somewhere around like maybe 500 GP worth of treasure.
Worth of treasure.
And I'll just give this a random extra number, so 528 GP worth of treasure.
Coins, yep. Valuable stones and jewelry. However,
Because that's like a decent amount.
trying to sell this jewelry will have a chance of the buyer recognizing said like valuable okay
Trying to
stones
sell, yeah.
said items. So
I'd say trying to sell this treasure in Slate Town. So if the party are being scrupulous and a little bit nasty, if they try to sell it in a different town once they get there, then they would get off scot-free. If they're going to try to sell the treasure in Slate Town, no, they're going to get caught. Oh, they're likely to get caught, I should say.
Okay, the buyer might recognize it. Roll 1d20. Okay, wait, roll 120, and on a result of a 1, the buyer recognizes the treasure. Roll in it. Oh wait, hang on. For every let's say 20 GP, we won't even say coins then. So just valuables and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they have to sell it off for a GP worth of treasure sold this way. Roll 1d20, and on a result 1, the buyer recognizes the treasure that comes in the form of valuable stones and jewelry. Small carvings and jewelry. There we go. So it's got 528 GP worth of treasure that comes in the form of valuable stones, small carvings, and jewelry. Trying to sell this treasure in Slate Town, the buyer might recognize it. For every 20 GP worth of treasure sold this way, roll 1d20, and on a result of 1, the buyer recognizes the treasure. There we go. And there is also a potion. I would like to say there's a potion with a little tag on it that says from Al to the players' names, just to make them feel extra guilty.
Al was going to give something to the players,
exactly,
and it got stolen.
Yeah, for free even. Like, he wasn't even going to charge them or make them do a quest for it. It's just like, oh, you guys are like mostly new to Slate Town, or it's King Tide Festival. Here you go, guys. That sort of thing. So what kind of potions do we want to give the players? Oh, actually, you know what? Something to do with morale. So, like, potions of heroism are pretty strong, but, like, not game-breaking.
I like that idea. Let me just look up a potion of heroism. How crazy is a potion of heroism? Potion.
For each player, there will be a potion of heroism.
Oh, it's 1 hour for 10 temp hit points and bless.
Yeah. So
okay, that's good, but not
game-breaking.
Breakingly good. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
On them, each signed off by Al, the alchemist. So yeah, for each player there will be a potion of heroism with their names on them, each signed off by Al, the alchemist, wishing them a happy King Tide Festival / Merry Christmas. Well, we don't have to type that part in. We can just sub out all mentions of King Tide Festival with the other thing as well. Christmas. Yep. So I think we've got it pretty done well.
Yeah, so
Um,
now what we need to do is the inverse and just quickly write up the start of the quest.
oh,
We talked about it,
we
but,
did.
but we should write down the setup for the quest.
So we'll go into Slate Town quests, and you know what? We'll go to the section where players go to the Church of Home and Hearth Besieged. Wait, what? Why did I say besieged? Quest 3. Okay, hang on. Quest 2.5.
Well, technically, this will be after that one, so this will be like 3.5.
Alright. So this will be after the Goblin Camp, would you say?
Yeah, I think this is a good level 3 quest.
Okay. Quest 3.5. I mean, the Goblin Hideout would be a good place for them to go to. Spoiler warnings. Do we want to put the because we mentioned the jumping tree or the
We could suggest the Goblin Hideout as well. Yes,
Goblin Hideout. Okay.
for the troll. Yeah.
Do you remember why we called it the Church of Home and Hearth Besieged?
Um, Technically, it was named as such because some of the people inside have been wronged.
Oh, okay. So it's less. This is the place called the Home and Hearth Besieged. It's more that the Church of Home and Hearth has been besieged. So I think we can get rid of the besieged part for now.
Yeah, it doesn't quite make as much sense now.
Okay. So we can say Father Giovanni will welcome players and give dire news that a troll has stolen many gifts from the king. Wait, gifts during the King Tide Festival.
I'd say valuables
Okay,
rather than gifts.
many
If we-
valuables while the guards and the players were distracted. Okay. However, his flock has given valuable information of where he has gone and requests the players go track them down.
I would mention that this has happened before the previous festival,
Mm-mm-mm.
and I think whether or not it's his actual name, the townsfolk have kind of given the troll a name.
Mm-mm-mm. Okay, fair enough. This has happened before and have decided to call the troll the
The pinch,
the pinch. Oh yes, the
because pinch is a term that's
for
somewhat
stealing.
for
Yeah,
stealing.
yeah. However, this year, pinch for a troll, they are awfully sneaky and good at avoiding the guards. However, this year his flock has given. However, this year with the okay, wait, hang on. However, this year with the extra attention on the flooded lighthouse, members of his congregation have discovered where the pinch has gone this time. And the citizens. Alright, so we'll just get change all instances of troll to where the pinch. So, find all instances of troll and switch it to pinch and replace all. There we go. Alright, and
So,
go to this document.
I would suggest, because it is a troll,
Yeah.
that the troll's weaknesses is brought up, but like Father Giovanni might give a torch or alchemist fight or something, and be like he is dangerous, but he has not hurt anyone. So leave violence as like a second recourse or something.
Yeah. We'll provide a flask of acid, I'd say, because he doesn't want things to burn down. Acid. And mention that while that the pinch is a troll, but despite this, he hasn't hurt anyone, and requests that violence be a last resort. There we go.
It's about getting everything back and dissuading the troll.
This is about getting the treasure back and dissuading the troll. I like that. So Father Giovanni still looks very peaceful and such. Like the troll could be like, in theory, be one of his minions, but like it's gotten a bit too, not necessarily his minion actually, just someone who he used in the past.
Well, it's possible he might technically know him through association with Vodos.
Yeah.
And so Giovanni's like, hey, I'd like it if you don't kill him, because I might be able to use him in the future if I need to.
Yeah, so like I could manipulate him in the future. Sure. We'll provide a flask of acid. I mentioned that the pinch is a troll, but despite this, yep. I think we're sorted for this little Christmas special.
Yeah, no, this is a nice little Christmas side quest. There's some wolves and the pinch.
The pinch. Oh, that was a masterful name. Okay, we've got a.
I wanted something that was like, it's like, okay, it's very obvious this is based on the Grinch, but we can do it outside of Christmas thanks to King Tide.
The pinch.
But I was trying to think of a suitable pun, and then I remembered that pinch is,
it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really good, and oh my gosh, it's perfect, man.
Yeah. I don't know how many places outside of good old Oz where pinch is used for stealing, but
I'm pretty sure it's a thing.
You'll have to take our word for it.
I'm pretty sure it's a thing in the UK as well.
It might be something from the UK.
All right, everybody. I think that's the end of the episode. You know the drill. Comment, like, subscribe if you'd like to see anything specific in this campaign. Let us know. So my name is Freebowitz, and have a Merry Christmas, and good night.
And have a Happy New Year.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Bye-bye.
Ciao.